All right, so this is a 6 month update of my goal that I set this year, the beginning of this year, and how has my financial goals been going. Basically, I'm halfway through my goal. I forgot if I told you in that video what the actual number was, but I'm trying to save $30,000 or at least $30,000 by the end of the year. And that's just gonna help me put a down payment on my eventual house that I want to get in 3 to 4 years or so. So halfway through it, that has been going well. I should be like, I would say 75% towards that goal, but life happens and I wanted to, spend that extra money on going on vacation. Moving forward, I definitely need to put a set amount of money towards my vacation so that I don't feel guilty in the future utilizing what I've saved in that, home buying savings account to put towards vacation. So moving forward, I'm create a different savings account for any fun things I want to do. I've realized it's becoming addicting saving. Of course, I want to spend it, but savings like kind of therapeutic. And I always look at that number that keeps going up every paycheck, and I just love seeing the money just in that account. Like it's definitely a safety net and it's therapeutic to me. So I find that interesting, because growing up didn't have a lot of stuff to buy because, I'm raised by a single mother. So any extra money she had, had to go to, or if she had any extra money, that had to go to like clothing and stuff that we needed for school, or putting it towards a rainy day to put towards bills. So I didn't really have that growing up, of having like a lot in a savings account. There's always emergencies that come up. And another thing, I did have an emergency. A tree fell down, and I didn't realize how much a tree is to get cut down. So I had to fix that. Like one of the tree branches fell down, and I don't own this property. I rent the property, but I'll have to figure out whether or not the landlord should pay for it, because it's $1,200, which is insane to me how much a tree, and that's on the lower end. I would say that was like a 30-foot tree, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, don't ask me about any measurements or anything because I always forget. It wasn't one of these trees. These trees back here are certainly taller than 30 feet, of course. It's a tree in the front yard, so that was smaller than these trees back here, of course. Another thing, I had another goal this year, is to become more active. I didn't have like a certain weight loss goal, but I've definitely become more active. But however, I will say I'm at a net zero right now, where I haven't lost any weight, but I haven't gained any either. So I kind of had to correct. I definitely lost weight in the beginning of the year, but I overindulged a bit when I was taking my trips and vacations the beginning part of this year. So I corrected that after I came home. It's been about a month and a half of taking all those trips and vacations. I had to correct that, and hopefully the latter part of this year will, I see some improvement in myself. I've definitely become more active though, so that, I would say I'm on the goal, but of course, when I say I want to become more active, I want to lose weight. So, but I do realize in myself I have a mental illness to where I just overindulge, a gluttony. Um, I need to fix that, and I need to cut down on the amount of sugar because I definitely have a sugar addiction, which I have to fix within myself. That is going to take years and not several months to correct, because obviously I didn't get this big in a day, not even a year. So it's going to take me years to correct myself. But hopefully I can lock in and kind of discipline myself here. I want to go back to the security thing again, because I think I feel like that therapeutic, watching that number grow in your bank account is just, it changes something in you. You want to keep going. You want to keep adding to that number every single time you get a paycheck. And it's like, I want to see that number growing faster and faster. However, life gets in the way, and life is short as well. Like, for example, if my friends want to go do something, I'm not going to stop myself and be like, oh no, I'm saving for this thing that may or may not happen in the future. I'm like, no, I'm going to enjoy myself. I deserve to enjoy myself in the moment. So as long as I don't have debts, but I actually have a lot of student loan debt, but that's gonna come in the future. Sorry, I heard something. Okay. Sorry, I had to investigate for a second. That kind of threw me off. That might have been my cat messing around in the kitchen. I heard something in the house. But yeah. Okay, sorry about that. I had to stop and investigate what those sounds were coming from inside the house. I think my cat, I do have my room window open, so I think my cat was just messing around with his food bowl. But if anything's different, then I'm not going to investigate that further, of course. So, what was I saying? Just having that security of having money in a savings account and knowing if anything happens, I could just use that money. I mean, that buying a house can come later, all right? I set this goal up so I can save. Buying a house isn't really the main goal I want. I mean, sure, buying a house would be fine, and it'll set up security in the future for me, but come on, man. I just want money in a bank account and seeing it grow. And then 3 to 4 years from now, yeah, sure, I'll buy a house. But honestly, if anything happens between now and 4 years from now that money's gone, I just wish it has gone to a good place. Nothing, I don't spend crazily, so it's not going to be on anything superficial. But that is about all that I wanted to discuss. I hope that in December, when I do another checkup here, I will have hit that goal. And I will have at least lost like 10 pounds or so. We'll see. See ya.